Most people sleep in, and those hours are probably the most important for achieving your potential, achieving your dreams. That's why here we get up every morning at 5 a.m. and we prime our minds and bodies so that we can get clear to make progress every day towards our potential. Are you sleeping through your potential? If so, get up and join us in the 5 a.m. Squat Club every day. Today's day 17 of 31 days to discipline. You can change your life in 31 days if you commit and are consistent. Before we move our bodies, let's choose our first thoughts of the day. Let's go. So the way we start every day is in this paleo squat or natural squat position, feet down on the floor, heels down underneath the hips. If you feel like you're going to fall over backwards, grab yourself a counterbalance and hold that out in front. And while we're here, we want to intentionally start our day with our breathing and with our thoughts. So we're going to go with a box breath. It'll be a 4-second inhale, maple, 4-second pause the top, a 4-second exhale, and then a 4-second pause the bottom. So slow down the breathing. We're going to start with an inhale. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I am responsible for my life, for my actions, for my responses. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I will make time between stimulus and response. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I have all I need to succeed today, and we'll focus on progress over perfection. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. I choose gratitude. Focus on the positive. Inhale. All right. Mindset primed. Breath set. Now what we do every morning after we prime our minds is we start moving our bodies. Right? We think about what movements are necessary in our lives. And this one is maybe the most important. Whoops, that's not it. And it is getting off the floor. So we're going to go 2 minutes of burpees here. Get yourself down on the ground. Get yourself back up. All the way to the floor. All the way back up. Celebrate the fact that you can do so. You can start nice and slow. You can walk them down. You can walk them back up. You can hop back. Hop up. You can do something in between there. Choose a pace that feels okay for now, and you can turn it up as you go if you'd like. But we'll have another, 10 minutes of warm-up or so after this, so work your way in. And while we're here, we'll think a little bit about what it takes to achieve something, especially something notable, something big, something you're proud of. And it's the same thing we talk about every day. It's going to be consistency. It's going to be action towards that thing over time. And the more reps you get in, the more aware you become of, what's involved and how good you are and what work needs to be done so that you can get there. So that you can become the person who you want to become. You can do the things that you want to be proud of, that you want to have done in your life. by carving out some time and intentionally working towards that thing every day. So that's why we're here nice and early. Prime the mind, prime the body, improve our health and fitness, and then work towards our potential. Make progress towards our real goals, and not just getting through the day. I want to look back and be proud of what I've done. All right. Next, we'll move through our general warm-up here. Good morning, team. Jody, Yaroslav, motivational supporters. Good morning. Talia, good morning. All right, so first step on the warm-up is just a hip flexion, knee raise, call it what you want. Keeping that standing leg nice and straight, pulling the knee towards the chest. Chest stays nice and tall. You're just closing up at the hip. All right, Maple. Get about 10 per side. You are in the way, Doug. Trying to feel that just right in the front of the hip here. Excuse me, Maple. But easing in, we'll turn it up as we go. Next one is a good morning. So feet underneath the hips and just send the hips back till you find some hamstring tension. Stand and squeeze the butt. Yeah, Jody, how you feeling today? And Talia, if you're back from your dad's birthday, welcome back. Finding those hamstrings, squeezing the butt at the top. Through a couple more here. Good. From there, we're just going to hang out on one foot. So take one foot off the floor, and you can just stay there. You could drop and raise the non-standing hip, get some cycles there, or you could just stand. You can bounce around a little bit, try to find some stability in that foot, the ankle. Maybe 10 reps there. Hi, dog. Hi, dog. Okay, you're right in the way now. Switch sides. About 10 cycles or so per side. Hey. Soft doggy dog. Hey. Yeah, cute. Well, okay, now you're shoving me over, dog. Sorry about that. Couple more reps there. And then we're gonna get it. Maple. We're gonna get into our lunge. This is not helping. Okay. From there, we're gonna go with a reverse lunge. Take a big long step back. Drop the hips straight down. Let that back knee kiss the ground. Bring them back forward. Stand tall in between. And repeat. Good morning, Job. Good morning, equipment. Good morning. We got a good session this morning. Some machine cals if you have access to a machine, or some running on the spot. And then some version of a handstand push-up. But we're definitely going to talk scaling options today. My elbow, I did something to it yesterday, and I don't know if a real handstand push-up is going to happen. So don't you worry, scalable for anybody. And then we've got a little deadlift work at the end for our strength session. So hang out, start your morning with us. Let's do it. Next, from there, we're gonna get down onto all fours, and we're gonna get some thoracic spine rotations. So what we'll do for today, just from this all fours position, you can take one arm, one hand off the ground, raise it up as high as you can with a straight elbow from the shoulder, hold it there for a sec, and then back down. Morning, Carl. Jake, good morning. Or good afternoon, or no, I guess it's 10 a.m. or so in the UK. Awesome. What time is it there, Carl, in South Africa? Jake, you working out with us this morning? Good to see you. Carl, same thing, you in? Get 10 or so there. And then we're gonna hop up for our first round of air squats. Just getting that body fired up so that we can get some intensity, because intensity is the #1 variable for maximizing your bang for buck with your fitness. So for the squat, feet underneath the shoulders, maybe a little wider or narrower depending on how that feels. Arms out in front as a counterbalance. And we're sitting down, ideally till the hips come below the knees. Knees stay in line with the feet. Maple, get out of here. And then you can think about even spreading the floor on the way up. Torquing the feet into the ground. Standing tall, squeezing the butt at the top. We'll get a few more reps here. And then we'll get into our second round of that warm-up. All right, second round of the knee raise. Yeah, buddy, just got 10 here, back to coaching 15 minutes. Hey, thanks for stopping in, dude. We're gonna go with a little rotation of the hip now. Up in front, out to the side and down. And then reverse it. Trying to stay stationary on that standing leg. I want the torso facing forwards, just moving at the hip. Carl doing the warm-up, fantastic. Any start is a good start. Switch sides if you haven't. And as usual, spend more time on the less balanced or weaker side if necessary. If you've noticed, excuse me, which one that is. Ryan, you with us this morning as well? Saw that early chat. All right, next one from there, we're gonna go with our staggered traveling. Good morning. So you're gonna line up the heel of one foot with the toes of the other, send the hips back, find that hamstring in the front leg, stand up, squeeze, and then step forward and alternate. Squeeze, step, hinge, squeeze, step, hinge, squeeze. Pushing those hips forward at the top. Couple more reps there. And then our single leg will be our golfer's deadlift or single leg RDL, whatever you want to call it. Over here. So what that'll look like, standing on one foot again, take that leg back behind you and then stand it back up. Try to find some range of motion there, whatever that means for you. Some hamstring tension on the standing leg. It could be more of a balance exercise than anything, especially if your dog is like straight up in the way, which mine is. Maple, come on. You make this way harder. Switch sides if you haven't. Excuse me, dog. So we're definitely going to talk modifications today. We actually had planned squats, back squats for today's opportunity work. We had to change that out a little bit as my knee is not super happy. Okay. From there, we're going to come into our Spider-Man lunge. So come on into a plank position, take one foot outside the hands. And then we're just looking to find those tight corners and loosen them up a little bit. So you get some circles. You can get some back and forth. You can straighten out that front leg. Likely going to find some tension in the front hamstring, back hip flexor. Just move it around. Jake says the Chinese never had an issue with dogs in their videos. Clever. Clever. They're so delicious. Jody, I have 2 dogs straight up in the way, of course. Switch sides if you haven't yet. Oh, we'll get 2 per side here. Ryan, just a bit body, oof. Moving slower, loosen back and shoulders. That's okay. Jake, RM coaching is in the UK as well. Just started CrossFit, what, 6 months ago or so, Ryan? Jake at Base Show, he's in the UK as well. Okay, we'll switch it up again. And then one more after this. Dump in Jump off in 10 minutes for a call. I gotcha. Way to get it in. Way to get it in. All right, we're getting close here. Body's starting to feel pretty good. We'll switch this up one more time. Whoa. And then we've got one more set of thoracic spine rotations, which we'll probably do our thread the needle. And then air squats. We'll talk about this workout. All right, good. From there, we're gonna go with our thread the needle. So from all fours, you're gonna take one hand off the ground, reach it underneath between your hand and your knees. Take that shoulder to the floor, and then reverse it up to the ceiling. So shoulder to the ground, and reach as high as you can. You get 5 per side there. Any of you just passing through, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. What are you doing, dog? Switch sides if you haven't, by the way. I don't know if I already said that. Dog's doing some funny stuff. Oh, I feel that shoulder a little tight. One more. All right, and then we'll come on up for our second air squat, second and final set of air squats. Feet back underneath the shoulders, maybe a slight turn out of the toes, hips down and back, excuse me, till the hips are below the knees, and then drive it back up. Yep. Actually feels better. Squat is the key. Okay, a couple more squats and then we'll talk about today's session. Let's do it. Maple, stop. All right, so today's workout, 2 movements, alternating for 10 minutes. And our 2 movements are going to be some calories on the machine and then some variation of a handstand push-up. And don't worry if you don't have handstand push-ups, I'll have some options for everybody. So the first one, I've got the Echo bike here. But if you've got a rowing machine or a bike erg or a ski erg or a treadmill, feel free to use that. 20 to 40 seconds. You know, if you're going 20 seconds, maybe a really fast pace so that you get more recovery, or up to 40 seconds at a little more steady pace that you're gonna be able to maintain. If you don't have a machine, we're just gonna go with a nice high knee run on the spot. Should feel a little bit like a sprint, you know, 20, 30 seconds max likely on that one. Second movement, I don't even know if that's gonna work, but maybe I'll demo one, but I don't think I'm actually gonna do handstand push-ups here. So second movement, where's my yoga mat? She going. Second movement, it's a handstand push-ups. You're gonna get yourself up into a nice handstand position, head to the floor, press it back out to a lockout, looking for a nice tight position through the body. If that's not accessible, excuse me, you could go with a wall walk. Basically start yourself laying down on the floor with your feet against the ground, come up to all fours, come up to a pike, step up, that could be an option, and then you walk yourself back down and repeat. You could take that all the way to the wall if you'd like. So from that same downward dog or pike position, you're gonna get the feet up and then walk yourself back till just the nose and the toes come to the wall, and then back down. 2 more options here, don't you worry, we got them all. Option number 3 would be some variation of a pike with your feet elevated. So you can see that there, sort of. I'm gonna put my feet up on there and then get into like a downward dog position. But because my feet are elevated, I'm able to get my hips over top of my hands a little bit more, and then I'm going to break forward, touch the head to the ground, press up and back. If that's not accessible, do the same thing just straight from the ground in that downward dog position. Weight over top of the hands as much as possible, head down and forward, and then up and back. Other options could be just hold that. You could hold the downward dog. You could hold the handstand. If, you know, none of that's accessible, you don't even want to get upside down, grab yourself a little bit of weight and press. And just press it overhead. So if for some reason you don't want your head below your butt, then a press is great. You can use a stick or a barbell or a dumbbell, whatever you have at your disposal and what feels correct for today, right? We just want to be able to train consistently, not beat ourselves up so much that we need to take a week off. All right, so take a minute, test out your options. I'm gonna get myself this, I don't know where the other yoga mat went. Oh, it's over here. If you want to set up a mat on the floor, you can even limit your range of motion a little bit with the handstand push-ups by putting, you know, an ab mat on the ground to touch your head to. I'm gonna start with this, but if my elbow starts feeling cranky, I'll probably just go with a press because it felt really bad yesterday, but it feels okay right now, so we'll see. We'll see. Jody, no more wall walks for me this week. Do you need a modification or are you all good, Jody? Do you know what you're gonna do? All right, so take a minute, hit that thumbs up if you haven't. We're gonna get started in a minute here. All right, so. Thanks, Talia. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, things happen. I'm gonna have some bumps and bruises here and there, but it actually feels so much better than yesterday already. I'm not even sure exactly what I did to it. I think I may have banged it. Probably the dog's fault, to be honest. All right, so once again, 2 movements. So first one is your machine calories. You know, you can set a number of calories for yourself that you want to try to maintain. I may do 10, but really just, you know, put in a moderate to hard effort for 20 to 40 seconds. And then your second movement is some variation of handstand push-ups for however many reps you think you can maintain for those 5 sets. Simple, simple. Let me know if there are any questions or modifications needed in the chat while we're going. Otherwise, I think we're going to get it going here. Range of motion trashed, says RM, or says Ryan. Muscles say no. Oh, well, movement is medicine. Yeah, you'll feel way better afterwards. Just take it at a level that, you know, warms you up and gets the body moving without being max effort. Okay, grab yourself a sip of water. We're going to do this. She's all set. All right, so that first minute on the machine, don't go crazy because that could jack up the heart rate. All right, let's do it. First set on the machine, alternating with handstand push-ups. 10 seconds, team. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. That's 20 seconds. It's too fast. 30. 40. There's 10. 10 seconds. First set of handstand push-ups. The handstand won't take as long. 2, 1. So you can start a little bit later if you wanted a little more rest. Get the ball out of there. It's 5. That's good. Very topical. We don't use machines. We are the machines. But I'm using one. They have a place. They're a tool, but I do agree that they are not skill builders for sure. 3, 2, 1. Back on the machine. That's 20. 30. 40. Better pace. Jacks it up, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You're crazy. You have 2 toys in your mouth, dog. And now you're in the way again.
Trust me, there's nothing wrong. Need to carry on, cause society's a myth. Put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give.
Job, I'm doing 10 on the Echo bike for doing legs on machines. There you go. 10. What do you mean by that equipment? Trying to figure that out. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. And Mabel, no. 20. 30. 40. 11, Job. 11 cows. You should probably do more. Yeah, just out of my budget, saying I like them, need to use them. Useful for me, yeah. Yeah, they have value for sure. All right.
Thirsty persons in different versions, each new update that shit worsens. Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to come.
3 rounds down, 2 to go.
Do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors.
10 seconds.
Problems just to savor. I've
5, 3, 2, 1. $20. 30. 40. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. No, hush. Maple, no. No. Second last set of handstands. Maple, shush. Whoa. Wow. Wow. One more round, team. Love the ski erg. Got rubbish cardio and enjoyed skill set rowing ski erg ass bike. Fantastic. 10 seconds. Last time on the machine. Then one more set of handstands. 3, 2, 1. $20. 30. 40. Last set of handstands. 3, 2, 1. No! Stop barking. I get my 5 here. No! Stop barking. Why are you barking? Crazy. Too much. No! Just kicked you in the face. Look at that.
Next time you sing along, trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth. Put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go off the grid. Feel like my
wow. We did it. Woo, great job, team. Finish it up if you're still going. 2, 1. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Oh, that got the shoulders pumped up. Let's go. All right. LGGG love, good morning. Good morning. We're just about to do our strength work. Well done, team. Well done. Rower, definitely, Jay. Took me 6 months to get my first Olympic barbell. Building that gym. I love it. Ah, Jody, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just one piece at a time. Right, add to that gym. One piece at a time. The barbell's a good start, though. Love the barbell. All right. So next part here, we're gonna do a little bit of deadlifting. We're gonna go with a sumo deadlift here today, or as Spencer would call it, a frog stance deadlift. You need to catch your breath, just walk around and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And this can be done with a barbell or a dumbbell or a sandbag or dog, whatever you got to your disposal. What we're looking at is the hands inside the legs today. So as opposed to a conventional deadlift where your arms would be outside your knees, we're gonna go inside. So it's gonna look something like this. Slightly narrower grip on the bar, right? Not the outside the thigh grip. Inside the knees. Hips are gonna go back. Knees bend a little bit, but I'm staying over top of the bar with the shoulders. I'm not out in front as if I was cleaning it. I'm gonna push away from the ground, squeeze the butt. Hopefully my knee likes this. Once again, hips go back, bars staying real close to the legs, and then you're pushing away from the floor, crossing the knees, squeezing the butt. If you don't have a barbell, and you've got some dumbbells or a sandbag or a kettlebell, just grab that thing with two hands between the legs, and same thing, hips go back, knees unlock, and then you touch the ground, press away from the floor, squeeze the butt at the top. So dumbbell, kettlebell, medicine ball, sandbag, whatever works between the knees. Let's take a couple minutes, get some weight on your bar if that's what you got. If you don't have a barbell, get a couple warm-up sets with maybe a lighter dumbbell or a lighter kettlebell than you plan on using. Still breathing. Just a couple warm-up sets. Just getting prepped here. Excuse me. If you've already warmed up and you've got everything set, hit some of those reactions at the bottom of the chat. Hit them up. Or just take a minute and think about who do I know that could use a little bit of pick-me-up in the morning. A little bit of turned up fitness. Did it change from squats? Yeah, I did, Job. We were gonna do, there's gonna be an 8x2 back squat, but my knee's not really feeling it. If you want a back squat, go for it. We're gonna go every 90 seconds for 7 sets. And we were gonna go 2 reps, which is what we're gonna do here as well. So if you want to go with a squat, Job, feel free. Feel free. I know there's some front squatting happening at the gym today. So, up to you. I was recorded a podcast the other day on Monday. It'll be out in the new year, I'm assuming, with turmeric and tequila. And she was asking, do you guys squat every day? And I was like, well, we do in the warm-up, but we don't necessarily squat heavy every day. Yeah, it changed because of my knee. But we do squat a little bit every day, just not always high-intensity squatting. Although when I first started this program, it was some variation of squats for 100 reps every day. So, shock the muscle. You got it, equipment. All right, so if you're feeling pretty warm here, I think we're almost ready. Let's do this. So we're gonna go every 90 seconds, 7 sets. Look something like that. Okay. You can increase the load as you're going here if you'd like, or just choose something that's, challenging and stay there. The goal always is quality movement over quantity of weight. So keep it tight, use the legs, squeeze the butt, make them look good. Let's do it. 10 seconds, just 2 reps. This is probably too late to start, but oh well. 7 sets, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna reset them. You can go touch and go, up to you. There we go. 2. Switch this though. Wow, it's loud. That's loud. One minute. So because we're only going with doubles here, feel free to make it heavy, make it challenging. Copy that. Back squat. All right. Go for it, Job. I think we'll have Jason back tomorrow. I think he survived his camping trip. It's good to hear. 30 seconds. Set 2 coming up. Never gonna look back. 15. 10. 5. 3, 2, 1. Two down. You'll notice that I like to increase load as we go, but obviously you can always just start a little heavier and stay at the same weight the whole time. And once again, if you don't have a barbell, if you're just tuning in, you can do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a sandbag, medicine ball, anything that's got some weight. Put it down, pick it up. Or I guess you gotta pick it up first before you put it down, but you get the gist. 30 seconds. $15. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Three sets down. 4 to go. Never gonna look back. I swear I put the line. Changing weights is a lot of exercise, a lot of work. How we feeling so far? We going heavy, keeping it light? How's it feeling? Alright, 30 seconds. 4 more sets. 20. If you find that your grip is limiting here, you could go with a hook grip 10 seconds. Put the thumb around and then the fingers around the thumb. It'll feel bad, but it'll hold on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that hurt my thumbs. You can always go with a mixed grip as well. Easier on the thumbs. Ooh. 4 down, 3 to go. I'm gonna go with a mixed grip on the next one. Thumbs didn't like that. Move forward and move fast. Just focus on staying tight. Get you 2 reps. Reset. That's what it takes. "30 seconds. "20. 3 more sets of 2. Maple. No. 10 seconds. Go, 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 go. Go away. 3, 2, 1. No. Maple, stop licking me. Holy moly. 5 down, 2 more to go. Put them all on. Maple, stop. 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 So much licking. So much licking, dog. Okay. 40 seconds. 2 more sets. Hey, go get your toy or something. Stop licking me, please. Thank you. Good girl. Good girl. Can I have that or what? Good girl. Drop it. Good girl. Drop it. Whoa. Don't hurt yourself, dog. Alright, second last set. 3, 2, 1. Maple, go. Woo. 1 more set, team. That's a good shin rub right there. Hopefully you're feeling better, Jody. Glad you're back. Nice, Job. Yeah, Jody, how you feeling? I know deadlifts are one of your favorite. Maybe this is helping. Last set coming up. What do you think, dog? And then homework time. Yeah. We got a little clip of the girls feeding the chicken some compost and then trying to catch them. I don't know if it's in that video, but we did a lot of chicken catching yesterday with the girls. Both girls were trying to catch chickens. It was pretty entertaining. Hey, Doug. Hey, Doug. Okay, 10 seconds. Last set. If you need a little more rest, feel free. If it's gotten heavy. 2, 1. All right, last set. Get tight. Be aggressive. Wow. There we go. Woo. A little dizzy there. Good job. You did it. Fantastic, team. Hell yeah, let me know how that went. What weight did we use? How did they feel? Job did some squats. How were the deadlifts? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Take a walk around, get a little bit of water, shake it out, and we're gonna get a little stretch in here and a little chat before we go. Before you head off to do your homework, let's talk. Okay. That's not what we want. That's what we want. 2, 1, beep. All right. We're gonna get one of those shoulder stretches that I talk about and never do. Jody deadlift for life. Kept it light. Body is still recovering. Hey, way to be there. Way to be there anyways. All right, so what we're gonna do is the old, I don't know what to call this, the old shoulder stretch. You can take one hand behind, one hand over top. You're trying to grab the fingers behind you. Wow, I don't know if I got it, barely. Try to hang on there. If you can't do it, grab a towel or something, or a t-shirt that you can hold. Just loosening up from the handstand push-ups a little bit. A little internal, external rotation there. And while we're cooling down here, we'll just talk one more time about, I think we underestimate our potential, especially once we've gotten into the routine of life and, doing the things that most people do every day. We start to forget that, we can do anything we want with our lives and that anything is possible if we do the work. So this should be a refresher, a reminder that your potential is unlimited. And any goal that you want to achieve, any person that you want to become is reasonable and realistic if, stop licking me please, Maple, stop. If you put in the time and effort, right? No goals are going to be achieved by accident. Your results aren't just going to show up without the work. There's no such thing as a prodigy. The prodigy is the person that you didn't see behind the scenes doing 10,000 hours of work. So, we are all full of potential, just most of us squander it, right? Most of us don't do the work that it would take to get to the place that we could be. I think because we forget that we could do it. We're told maybe by society that, hey, just, aim for status quo, just aim for neutral, aim for something, achievable. Don't set yourself up for failure. Switch sides if you haven't. But failure is not a bad thing, right? Failure is the first attempt in learning. The more you fail fast and early and learn from it, the better. So failure is really a step in the process of achieving anything important. And if you've never failed, you've probably never tried. So keep that in mind in the process of achieving your potential, right? Know that there should be ups and downs. It shouldn't look like a smooth, easy ride, right? Things that are challenging are likely worth doing. And if you find challenges along the road towards your goals, then you're probably on the right path and you're probably doing it. So don't underestimate what we can do, right? Our potential is unlimited. Our limitations are just in our thoughts and our minds and in our training to believe that, hey, maybe you can't do this because whatever, because your boss or because your girlfriend or because your government or whatever. Your potential is within you and huge. So keep that in mind. It just takes, what it takes? It takes doing the work, right? That's all there is to it, is just defining that work, defining your goal, and then doing work towards it, ideally every day. All right, let's get in just one more little stretch here. We're gonna go with a little straddle. Excuse me, Maple. Yeah, of course, you're just gonna come sit on me. So I'm sitting straight-legged with the feet out nice and wide. Stop it. And ideally, if the dog wasn't here, I'd be trying to hinge forward a little bit, but as you can see, this is extremely challenging. Just move yourself. Here, toy, go. And I'm just gonna hang out here. Ideally, step one is just get the chest up nice and proud, so that I'm as neutral as I can. And then I can grab my shins and hinge forward a little bit. It's okay if I round out a little bit as well. How are we seeing? Kept it light today. Feeling like shit myself. 225 pause squats for me. That's hilarious, Job. That'd be like max effort for me. I love it. I like that's your not feeling good weight, but feel better anyways. It's pretty cool to see how everybody's different, and what's challenging for one can be easy for another, and vice versa. So, same, Job. Slow pull, blown up, lower back and shoulder, Monday, boo, rehab month. Yeah, but as I was saying, Ryan, as we chatted yesterday, just, at the gym, we'll often have somebody who will say, oh, I hurt my shoulder or something, I need to pause my membership. And I'll be like, don't do that. Don't do that. And not because, I want to keep your money. You need to maintain the habit, right? Oftentimes we pause our membership, metaphorically, and we quit. Not intentionally, but because we get out of the rhythm and the routine. So what I always suggest to those people, and this is at the gym, but Ryan, this applies here, just show up anyways. The coaches are trained to modify for you and make sure that there's an option that is accessible, that is not going to exacerbate your injury, that you can still get in some intensity, and maybe even find some areas that, you can push pretty hard that are not in pain, right? So it could be an opportunity, say, hey, my knee hurts. This is an opportunity for me to get really good at strict pull-ups or handstand push-ups or muscle-ups or something upper body that's, that doesn't really require much of the knee. So that main point is just maintain the rhythm, right? If I take a week off, if we go on a vacation or something and I take a week off, even though I've been doing this for 20 years, it's still challenging to get back on because you're out of the habit, you're out of the rhythm. So I'm always going to suggest, just keep doing it, just like you're doing here. You're still here, you're still moving, you're still maintaining the habit. That's the key, right? Keep that consistency, because when you're through your injury, you're still on rhythm. You're still in that motion. You're still that person that gets up and exercises every day in whatever form that looks like. So keep the habit, even if you're, injured or feeling crappy, work around it. Don't work through the pain, work around it, find a way to do it pain-free. Maybe that's modification, maybe that's scaling, maybe that's just focusing on something completely different, but keep that habit, maintain the rhythm. So just another reminder while we're on this screen, while we're on this scene, is, in line with talking about your potential, this is it, right? It's 1 minute to 6 o'clock, 10 seconds to 6 o'clock. Spend that time from 6 to 7 to do that work. Whatever your potential is going to come from, if you want to reach your potential, it's going to come from action. It's going to come from work. It's not going to come from thinking about it and planning. It's going to come from taking those steps. So do the work, 6 to 7, do it every day, and your potential will be realized, right? Maybe it's even more than an hour. Maybe you get to a point where you realize that your goals are going to take 2 hours a day. So be it, right? Carve out that time, make it happen, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody's going to come achieve your goals. Nobody's going to come wake you up in the morning. It's not going to happen except for you. Good morning, Tasharia. How you doing? Yes, it is challenging. Even though I was with Dad for his 80th birthday, I still did something. Hell yeah, Talia. Great job. Anyone pausing membership is not serious. No consistency, no commitment, no results. It's true. Most of those people, what I see is that they're new and they just need a little bit of guidance, right? They're getting into an exercise habit, maybe for the first time in their life, and they need a little bit of education on that habit building, right? Because that's everything, right? Building the habit is everything, because if you develop the habit, you develop the mindset that you are the person that has that habit. And as a result, it becomes harder and harder to break those habits because it becomes your identity. Okay, one little clip of the girls before we run away here. Stop it. In the chicken coop, you see my oldest has got the compost. We give the chickens all of our kitchen scraps. Ow, dog. Ouch. Jesus. Nice. So there they are. They've already had their breakfast, so they're not necessarily as interested. And you can hear Maple squeaking in the background. She's at the door. I don't know if I show her in this. Listen to that squeak. That dog is... Yeah, here we go.
Out.
There she is. She's not supposed to be in there, but she really likes to eat chicken poop. Seems like all dogs like to eat chicken poop. I don't really understand it. It's obviously very delicious. Stop it, Maple. So there they are. There's the goose. There's everybody. You can see my older daughter is trying to catch some chickens there. That's why they're all flying away. They love it. They love it. All right, team. That dog is just going insane. I feel like every morning she gets a little bit crazier. Oh, bless them. Yeah, they're fantastic. Needed drugs, hot bath, tiger balm, massage. Oh yeah, so you really tweaked it, eh? Yeah, and if you tweak your back to the point where like you gotta do the old man walk around, then do what you gotta do. Right? Get some heat on there, get some rest, and then as soon as you can, get moving, start getting the blood flowing. Don't push it, but listen to your body, but move. All right, so team, what do we got here tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. We are going step ups and ring dips. Nice. So if you've got a box or some stairs or a chair or something, get that into your workout space for tomorrow. If you've got rings, fantastic. If you don't have rings, that's okay. You could do a push-up. You could do chair dips. So maybe bring in a couple chairs, set that up for tomorrow, or a counter. Anything that you can get basically underneath or drop down between and then press out on. 2 chairs are a great option. Rings, some people might have a Matador or some parallettes or something, parallel bars. I think Talia's got the whole setup. And then that's all you need. And then your pull-up bar for hang work tomorrow. So, great stuff today. I appreciate you guys for joining and pushing yourselves and maintaining the habit and, showing the people around you that your goals, your discipline, your fitness are all important, right? You're setting the example for those people, not with your words, but with your actions. So, awesome job. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Today's session helped, Coach. Thanks. Got movement going. Fantastic, Ryan. I love it. Talia, Tasharia, have a great day. Did you see Coach Bergner hanging as part of his day? I did see that. I'm a big Coach B fan. Yeah, he's almost 80 now, and there are certain things that, like, if you want to maintain capacity, you better keep moving. Yeah, and Coach Bergner was showing a great example of that, doing some hanging in his daily warm-up. All right, everybody. Job, Jody, Tasharia, Ryan, Talia, equipment, whoever else is there still. Have yourselves a great day, and can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Love ya. Peace.